Hey everybody, this is Brett, and tonight I want to talk about some things that will get you thinking a bit, and they are largely about babies, and how many people have babies and for what reasons. Now, I like to put things in simple terms, and there are a whole lot of things that I've always wanted to have. And I've bought a whole lot of those things for myself and enjoyed them. For instance, when I was 15, I wanted to have a nice 10-speed bicycle. And I bought a Univega, brand new. It was $325, which is inexpensive by today's standards. But I just always wanted a bicycle, a nice bicycle. And I enjoyed the hell out of that bike. I rode it and rode it. Man, it was fast. It was a road bike with little tires. And yeah, I really enjoyed it. And I took good care of it. Man, I took really good care of it. And what else? Mostly natural things I've wanted to buy, for myself, wanted to get for myself. Chakra, man, I always wanted to have either a golden retriever or a yellow lab. And after I lost my last dog, I was so focused. I was so focused on that, and I'll tell you the story someday. But ever since I got her as a 6-week-old pup, I have taken really super good care of her. She's like my baby, and I walk her every day. I spend time with her every day. I brush her. I cook her fresh food as much as possible, which is a majority. The majority of her meals are freshly cooked organic meals. And so we all know that 7 billion people on the earth is way too much, and that'll right itself, in my opinion. That will right itself. But how many people out there that have kids grew up until that point where they had the kids saying, "Man, I've always just wanted to have kids. I just always wanted that." Like they really wanted kids. For me, I never thought, man, I want to wipe their butts. I want to raise them and I want to take them to the bus stop, and I want to feed them and have all the responsibilities of them when they get to be teenagers and all of that. And I want to teach them about the sex and everything that a kid needs to learn. I never, ever thought that. I've had way too much on my plate with my health problems and this and that. And you see, when my parents had me, my dad was 21 and my mom was 20. And I think that they just did it because they thought that that's what you're supposed to do. Like, you got to have kids. You got to have kids when you're young. And that's when you'll be the healthiest, to be able to take care of them and raise them and this and that. But my parents, they got dedicated to their jobs. They didn't have time to spend with me. And they did spend some time with me, but not near as much quality time. Okay? Quality time as they need to. And if I say this to you and you feel guilty because you're not spending quality time with your kids, you might want to ask yourself the question, well, do I really want? Like, think of the things that you really want to do, or you really want to buy. Like, in order to buy things, you have to spend a lot of time working, right? And like you may feel like, I really want to work an extra 10 hours this week so that I can buy this or that, because I really want that thing. Do you have that kind of dedication and desire to spend quality time with your kids? It's a good question, because they're like your kids, you know, and people think, well, that's got to be the number one most important thing in your life. And they're right. But what's the reason that it's not? Probably because of the question before that I asked you, that you didn't really, really, really want kids like I really, really, really wanted a Univega 10-speed in 1979. And, or like I really wanted chakra. There are certain things that I can tell you without a doubt that I really, really wanted, or I really, really want. That when I get those things, I will be 100% dedicated to those things, enough to make room, time on my plate, time for that thing to really take care of it, and not just neglect it to the side. So, if you don't really want kids, if you can't say to yourself, I really want to stay up all night listening to wah, 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 and wiping their asses and everything else. If you can't really say to yourself, man, I really want to do that. I really want to think about worrying about immunizations at school. And God knows what else in this world these days. I don't even come close to even pondering on wanting to have any kids at all. Zero. Nada. Now, I'm not saying that you don't, because maybe you did when you were growing up say to yourself, man, that's just what I really wanted. I really wanted a shitload of kids. I really wanted 8 of them for some reason. So write what you think down below, and I hope you enjoyed this video. And for those of you that rubbed you the wrong way, I'm sorry. I'm just saying what I think.